What's up, you guys? This is Herpy. Sorry I haven't been around lately because I've been kind of messing around with a lot of audio and video editing programs and stuff like that. So getting a little more familiar with that, but enough of that. Let's just go ahead and move on to today's battle. So I had a UU match against one of my good friends, and when I hear UU, I decided to bring along my Weatherman team. So if you guys know about my Weatherman team, basically I have Suicune and Sableye as my main Pokemon to set up weather, and I have the rest of my Pokemon to abuse whatever weather I decide to set up. And his team is a pretty standard UU team. I'm a little bit concerned about the Rotom Heat in particular because Rotom Heat's fire and electric typing is super effective against both my water and grass Pokemon. So that is a little bit worrying. So I definitely want to take out the Rotom Heat at all costs before I can really do much with sweeping his team. So let's go ahead and get this battle started. I figured I might as well lead off with my Ludicolo because my Ludicolo does have some resistances to the Rotom Heat, because at least I'll take some neutral damage from both attacks as opposed to taking some super effective damage on the rest of my Pokemon. So I'm pretty sure he's going to switch in the Crobat, predicting the Giga Drain from me, so I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump instead. That's going to do a very, very nice chunk to Crobat, which is great. Now, I don't know what kind of Crobat set this is, so I'm just going to play safe. Going to go into my Sableye. I'm not sure what he wants to do. Maybe he wants to go for a Cross Poison or Toxic or something like that, which I don't think my Sableye really minds, because my Sableye isn't really that walling type. So he decides to go for Roost. Good for him. And I'm pretty sure that he's going to switch in Rotom Heat, but I really want to lure this Rotom Heat into going for the Overheat, because what I want to do is that I want him to use Overheat. I'll immediately change the weather to rain, so that way I'll take some reduced damage from the Overheat, and that's going to put his Rotom Heat at -2 special attack, which is good because that'll give me the opportunity for me to switch into one of my other water Pokemon, so that way I don't have to take so much damage from a Volt Switch, you know? So, or he might also be Scarfed also, but turns out he isn't because he was changing moves, as you can see right here. So I'm going to my Ludicolo now because I don't want to send in Kingdra quite yet. I want to rather have my Ludicolo just slowly wear down most of his team. And I'm just going to play it safe and just go for a Hydro Pump to kill that Rotom Heat. My Hydro Pump can pretty much do a ton of damage to like any Pokemon on his team, so it's definitely the safest play for me. Maybe he thought I was going to predict his Shaman switch and go for an Ice Beam or something like that. I don't know. But he's going to go into Heracross now, immediately double switches out in a Shaman to lure me into going for another Hydro Pump. And I was cool with it because I knew it would still do a lot of damage to anything on his team. Unfortunately, I missed it, but you know, that's not really that big of a deal since I doubt it would have done a ton to Shaman anyways. And I realized that it's the last turn, so I might as well just fodder off my Ludicolo because I really don't have a safe switch. I don't want to switch into my Sableye because I know I can't take a Seed Flare, and I need to make sure my Sableye is alive and gets a free safe switch in, so that way I can set up another weather. So now that his Rotom Heat's down, I'm pretty sure it's safe to set up the Rain because my next plan is to now send in Gorbis, because my Gorbis has very, very excellent coverage against his team. And now that I took down the main counter to my team, my Gorbis can definitely just mow through a huge majority of his team. So he's going to kill me off, which is great, because it's going to give me the safe switch into Gorbis. I know I'm going to scare him out with the Ice Beam, so I'm just going to play it safe, because I was thinking he might predict my Shell Smash and go for the Seed Flare and stay in while I Shell Smash and kill me off. So I really have to play it safe with the Ice Beam first, because I want him to force him out, and he can't really do anything else to me with any other Pokemon. Except this Kabutops has Toxic for some really odd reason, so I'm going to get Toxic, but that's fine, because now I get the Shell Smash up, and now I can outspeed this Kabutops, and now the rest of his team with after the rain is gone, because Swiftwind is going to be pretty much irrelevant. I'm like over 1,000 speed right now, which is pretty insane. So I'm just going to go play it safe, just go for the Surf, and I'm just going to kill off his Kabutops, which is great. Now, it's looking pretty bad for him since he needs to fodder off a few Pokemon. He's going to choose to fodder off his Flygon, followed up by his Crobat, which I guess makes some sense because his last two Pokemon will be his Shaman and his Heracross, and I'm pretty sure that Heracross is probably like a Banded one or a Scarf one, and that definitely can wreck through the rest of my team. Shaman is there because he knows that Suicune is my last Pokemon to set up weather, so that's definitely a rather smart play on his part, because now I'm going to die to the Toxic, and now I only have Suicune, Kingdra, and Victory Bell left. So I'm really hoping that he doesn't go into Shaman, so I can at least set up my Sun, because I realize that my Victory Bell can finish off this game as long as I can get off a sunny day. So I'm really, really hoping the Life Orb Seed Flare will not kill off my Suicune, and with the HP and special defense investment I put into Suicune, I am going to live that, which is great. So now I can go for the Sunny Day. I'm going to let him finish him off my Suicune, because that's really all I need now, because my Victory Bell has pretty much like all the time in the world to take down his team, because my Victory Bell does have Weather Ball, and Weather Ball in the sun, is a fire type with 100 base power, so that is definitely going to be enough to take down his Shaman, because I am running Life Orb on this Victory Bell, and that's also going to be enough to take down the Heracross, because he's not going to be able to outspeed me even if he's Scarf because of my Chlorophyll. So that's pretty much the game. Hope you guys enjoyed this kind of short battle, I guess. But I think it's still, a lot of people really like my Weatherman TM. I'm kind of asking for it since, when was the last time I put that? I think it was like Pokemosh Pit, I think, when I put battle on Pokemosh Pit Beta with my weather team. I think it was the last time I used this, but a lot of people like it, so I thought I might just upload another one. So, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.